Hi, everybody. This is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa, coming to you tonight from my hospital rehabilitation hotel apartment with my sweet husband, Steve, in Eagan, Minnesota.
Hi, everybody.
So we've had a lovely time in Eagan, if only I hadn't had surgery, right?
Can you be more specific about lovely?
Lovely. It's beautiful here. Steve likes the bike trails. It's got lots of trees. Everything is green and pretty. So it's very much like West Des Moines, but probably more trees, more lakes, but it's very nice. But when I can see it, I have to get Steve to open the window curtain.
So we're in a
can we talk about this?
And there's a walking trail going right past our hotel room window.
So we might need a little therapy tonight.
And I'm a little self-conscious about people looking into my hotel room window and seeing what I'm doing in here. Not that I'm doing anything inappropriate. I'm just saying that
But I'm in here. I go out for therapy for an hour every day, and then if I'm really good, he'll wheel me around someplace for a little bit. But otherwise, I'm stuck here. So I want it open so I can see the clouds move and the trees and the people walking by. And Steve doesn't like it very much. He thinks people can look in.
Those aren't necessities. Those are just icing on the cake.
So who's on tonight, Steve?
So Becky is on, and Chris and Holly. Hi, everybody.
Yes, thanks for coming on. Well, I have a very easy, and I hope you think it's cute card today. This is the card. Can you see it on the camera, Steve?
Yes.
And this is my July voting card. So it'll be on my blog next Monday, and it'll be in Kylie's International Highlights. So it'd be awesome if you would vote for me. I got 12th last month, and only the top 10 go on. So I was close. But we were making decisions on this. When I made this, I was thinking Little Mismatched. Have you heard of Little Mismatched socks, where they're the same colors, but they don't quite match? That's what I was thinking with the big zigzags and the little zigzags. And I don't know. I'd like to hear what you think. Because on the card I'm going to make tonight, I'm going to do the big zigzags twice. And then we were going to do one of these colors. Unfortunately, I brought everything to heat emboss except my heat emboss tool. So we had to improvise.
Would it have worked if we put it in the microwave?
I don't know. Some people would use a hair dryer or a stovetop, but we are not in the situation with my leg. I had ACL surgery and LET and ACL, and they basically ripped open my knee and hammered things, stapled things into it, and pulled out tendons. So
don't forget about the titanium screws. Yes,
there's screws in there too. I'm sure on certain times of the day I can feel the screws, but anyway. So we're going to make this easy. This new Alpha Best set is pretty cute. It's in the annual catalog, and it goes with this Best Label Punch. And I do really, really like this. Does anybody know where this paper came from? You recognize it as current? Is there anyone guessing, Steve?
Not yet. There's a timeline.
Okay. Who else is on tonight?
So Bridget and Sandra and Diana just joined. Joyce is on too.
Yay. I'm glad you guys are here. Go ahead and put #Prize Patrol. And this is the card that I'm going to send out for Prize Patrol today. You will like it much better than the one I'm going to show you. So I won't even let you choose between the two. But I think it's fun. Okay, so the paper, if you didn't figure it out already, is from the new... Can we show this yet? Maybe we can't show this.
I don't know.
We can't show it. I'm sorry. I just had surgery, so I can't remember the rules.
That's a very good excuse, though.
Okay. On page 55, if you have access to the new catalog, it's called Black and White Designs. So I took the black and white designs, and then I took the blends and started coloring. we have a Zoom meeting with my team for over an hour before this, and I sat and colored my paper while we were, Becky was showing us an awesome box tonight. But the colors of blends that I used dark melody or mango melody. This is retired, but I couldn't resist. The rest are all current. I used dark polished pink. I used light orchid oasis, dark Tahitian tide, and dark parakeet party. And so what I did is, well, let's talk about the card first. Steve, you have measurements on there.
Bridget said you're not supposed to show the catalog until the beginning of July.
Okay. So you didn't really see the catalog. I caught myself before it was too late,
It's
right?
not so on camera. I can validate that.
Okay. So for the measurements, there's a slide. I used polished pink cardstock. It's a typical A2 card, so it measures 5.5 wide and 8.5 long, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And this is a raised panel card. I think if you start making these, you'll find all different ways to make them, and it's super, super fun. So this first piece that I have, this is the second slide, Steve, is 2 pieces of the designer series paper. Like I said, it's the black and white, and then I colored it with these blends. And this piece is 1 inch by 5 1/4, and the bigger piece is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to pop both of those up on Stampin' Dimensionals. You can see the other side when I colored this. This is what it looks like on the other side. So on this one, I actually just colored the other side. So that's one of the first questions that I'd really like to know is, do you like it better when the 2 panels are colored the same way, or when I use 2 different ones? This would be the mismatched, and this would be what I would more typically make. So
I have a definite opinion, but I'm going to wait for your expert viewers to get there.
well, let me tell you what I use next. See, here's someone walking by on his cell phone. He's not even looking at us, Steve. I'm sure he's not an axe murderer.
He could be filming on that cell phone.
You think
whenever
so?
We're doing it here.
Okay, so next we need a piece of basic black cardstock, and this is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Now, in a perfect world, had I brought my heat embosser, what my plan was is I was going to have my black cardstock down here. You can see I turned it over. Every piece of paper has 2 sides. I had them glued on the first side too far apart, so I redid it. But I was going to have the black in here. And then my second question, not just which DSP you like, but would you like it better if the thank you was all one color? Like it was all polished pink or all mango instead of, or do you like it being different colors? That was another debate Steve and I had. So on this one, my plan was to put the black down here, and then I was going to use the mango and stamp the letters with Versamark, sprinkle on the black Stampin' Emboss powder, and heat it because it just stands out. You could just do it with black ink, but it looks really pretty when it's shiny and really stands out with the black emboss powder. So I was going to put the letters in mango. But since I didn't do that, I did have pink ink with me. So we have kind of a lame polished pink stamped on basic white and then popped up. So I will redo this at home because I really want it to be mango. But do you like the multicolor letters, or would you like it better if they were all the same color?
Lots of colors, and lots of votes for the multicolored.
Oh, you like the multicolored. Oh, I'm glad, because this, I've already turned in the voting card, so that's what it is. So I'm glad you like that. Steve, you were kind of thinking maybe it was too much, weren't you?
No, my opinion, your viewers, I think, like the different stripes, the mismatched stripes.
Oh, you like the mismatched stripes. Do you guys know what little mismatched socks are? You should look them up. They still make them.
Yeah, so we got 2 votes for that. I like the big stripe for both,
Okay.
but that's just me, and I am not a card stamping expert. I guess it's the accountant in me that's wants everything to be symmetrical.
I suppose. So I am going to put this on and leave about 1/4 of an inch on the 3 sides. So it's just popped up on dimensionals. And then, like I said, I'm not happy with this thanks. But when you're out of town and you had surgery, you just make do, right? And
It is what it is.
this layer, I popped up the letters and I'm just going to glue the black on here. So what have you guys been up to? We've had such an exciting time with the wedding. I've started on Beth McCullough on Facebook. I've started posting a few wedding pictures. They're coming in slowly, but as they come in, I will post some more on there. And yeah, we're still basking in the fun of the wedding in Texas, aren't we?
Yes.
And can we tell a story that the newlyweds told us earlier? Is that off limits? What do you think?
I think you can probably tell it.
So we got a phone call. Where's my phone at, Steve?
I text you.
We got a text, not a phone call. Do you see my phone?
Funny story.
Well,
Whenever
funny.
you start a text or a conversation with funny story, or just to preface, everything's okay. But
Okay, here's Amy. This came from Amy. And it said, let me preface this with, we're fine. And only about $200 worth of property damage was done. But Sean crashed the mini sailboat today.
capsized it.
He tore the sail and we had to be picked up by the resort rescue boat. So, and then Sean, in his defense, he's like his father, says crashed is a strong word. I believe the technical term is capsized. We were fine and the boat was basically fine. So basically fine minus the ripped sail and $200 of damage. I did so well sailing yesterday, but it was too windy today. What else? Oh, then Steve's like, now you have a honeymoon story. In Irish storytelling, it requires great exaggeration, so you need to include a whale or a hurricane. And Amy, our sweet new daughter-in-law, who we love and adore, said, we were drifting at sea for days. So the story's going to be good. So does it go on? Then Steve's talking about Gilligan's Island and Titanic. So anyway, you can tell they're our kids. They enjoy telling stories. So the second piece is 2 inches by 5 1/4. And you could use the adhesive strips instead of the dimensionals. That might be easier. I didn't think about that at home. And I usually use a poker to get these off, but I don't think I brought that either. Otherwise, it's in my bag of stuff, but hard to find today. This is my first stamping I've done since my surgery, so I am not completely back on everything. But anyway, how easy is that? So for this one, I did thank you. And for this one, I did thanks just because it was shorter. I'm still tired. I sleep a lot. So has anyone asked any questions or anything we can answer? Is anyone tired of me talking about my surgery?
So
I can't see any of the comments
Holly
tonight.
just finished the 4th of July cards.
Yay.
And the kids are home and celebrating her son's birthday.
Oh, have a wonderful time.
Judy wants us to keep the wedding pictures coming.
Yay, we will do that,
There's
Judy.
a great one of our oldest 2 kids, the
Yes.
groom and the best
And
man.
the best man. They look like sharp dressed men on the, I forget what their sister said. She said something about, I forget. It was funny at the time, but yeah, they were looking good in their tuxedos for the wedding.
And you can tell they enjoy looking good.
Yeah, They did. So the card is short today. I hope you guys still like it. We have a couple more days of physical therapy and then we're headed home. And I'm going to be all better then, right, Steve?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yeah, we hope so. Every day gets a little better. I will say I was a little shell-shocked with how hard it was. All of you that have had knee surgery, I empathize with you greatly now. I thought I did before, but I really do now. But do you have people on there for Price Patrol, Steve?
I do. What I'd like to ask everybody to do right now, if you haven't already, is please input hashtag Prize Patrol into the comments.
No spaces. Doesn't matter if it's capital or lowercase, but the important part is the hashtag Prize Patrol and no spaces. How many of you have this Alpha Best set and the cute little Best label punch? I really, really like it. I think I'm going to have fun with that.
So what are we giving away?
We are giving away the pretty card, the one I really like. That's my voting card for July that I hope you'll vote for. We are not going to give away the more lame card that I made.
There's nothing lame about it. It's a fine card.
Well, there's no white on this card. We would need white stripes
Even
on
as a
there too.
placeholder, that card's going to be beautiful when you get home and put multicolored
Yes.
letters on it.
Yes, that will be good.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen so we can prize.
How many people are signed up for Prize Patrol?
9 people are signed up.
9 people, so you have a good chance. So
But it's not letting me share the screen. And I think I know why.
why?
Because I would have to include the StreamYard screen at the same time, and it won't StreamYard the StreamYard screen. That would be like an endless tunnel of screens. So we're going to have to do Prize Patrol, and you'll need to trust us this time. So are you ready?
Oh, you're just not going to be able to show it.
I'm not going to be able to show up, but
Can you turn it around so I can see it?
No. No, but I am going to call up the
Steve
names.
is the keeper of
As
the.
they come past, I will call up the names. This will be funny. I'll be like the play-by-play announcer. Are you ready?
Okay, so I can't see it and you can't see it.
The names are going fast.
Are they
Way
going
too fast? Way too slowing down. Jean, Elaine, Becky, Joyce, Jean Hickson.
Jean Hickson, yay! I don't think you've ever won, Jean Hickson. Congratulations.
She deserves to win.
She does deserve to win. So I am so glad you won. Well, thank you all who joined me. Hopefully next week I'll be back in my craft room and I'll be feeling a little better than I am now. And Steve will be much relieved if I'm feeling better.
You know what, honey, you're worth it.
So can I tell one more short story?
About me?
Yes. So I was in there taking a nap this afternoon and I have this big ice machine on and our daughter called and I was talking to her and I took the ice machine off because I was going to do my exercises. Well, then it started beeping erratically, like frantic emergency beeping. So I was yelling through the door because there's a bedroom and a living room in this hotel. Steve, nothing. So I texted him, are you here? Can you come help me? Nothing. Called him on the phone. Nothing. So Molly, my sweet dog, is scratching and barking at the door. And he's like, stop it. You're going to wake her up. And she's like, no, she needs help. Did you have headphones in?
I had my headphones in and I was on a Zoom call for work.
Yeah.
And
So he was
into it. And so, yeah, you were taking a nap. I didn't think my services were needed.
So Molly tried to help me, but Steve was
Otherwise
preoccupied. But anyway, hey, you guys are awesome. Please come back again next week. We hope to have a great card to show you, and I hope you have a blessed week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.